What we got down here? Trying to pop his pipe, but there's just no accuracy on this gun.
Enemy down.
You can't even hip fire, you have to aim. Right, can you drop a warp on him? Nice.
With you.
Fall back. But Miranda, where are you? Miranda.
Right with you.
Right behind you.
I don't know why you can't stick with a group. It's obvious that we're moving in tandem.
Both fans are up. That should be it.
Ooh, tense. Because my squad don't do what I tell them.
Systems engaged. Airborne viral levels dropping. Patients improving. Vorcha retreating. Well done, Shepard. Thank you.
And thank you from me as well. Those Batarians would have killed me. For a second there, I thought you were going to shoot them even after they let me go.
I made a promise to spare them if they let you go. I honor my promise.
He does honor his promises.
Love you. Risky. Would have killed them myself.
Professor, how can you say that? You're a doctor. You believe in helping people.
Lots of ways to help people. Sometimes heal patients, sometimes execute dangerous people. Either way helps. Go check on the patients. Lots of work to do.
Modern's
Think about what I
great.
said. Good kid, bit naive. He'll learn. Letting him take over the clinic. Should be able to handle it now that Vorcha are gone.
We've cured the plague. Are you ready to help stop the collectors?
Yes. Unexpected to be working with Cerberus. Many surprises. Just need to finish up here at the clinic. Won't take long. Meet you at your ship. Looking forward to it.
I'm gonna look around for a moment.
Oh, we've looted everything. I'm pretty sure we've looted everything.
I know you. From the apartment. You found me. You told Morden about me, didn't you? You saved my life.
Remember this the next time you're about to judge our species.
I was wrong about you, human. I was wrong about a lot of things.
I'm glad to see you're okay.
I owe you my life, human. Thank you.
Why not? Like, I wouldn't say that we were naive in the first Mass Effect. We did choose certain angles and we were renegade when we needed to be, but we focused on trying to be the moral high ground, the bigger guy. The lines are very much blurred, but if I can help people who aren't a threat to me, I'll help them. If they're a threat, and if they're an obvious threat, like those Batarians who had Daniel, they weren't a threat. We could have gunned them. I could have gunned them down 4-on-1. So
I can't believe Morden said all those things. I thought I knew him.
he's right though. Sometimes it needs to happen. He's just brutal about it. I think we talked to everyone. Oh, the refugees made it as well.
Thanks for bringing us here. You probably saved our lives.
Thanks for bringing us here.
With the Vorcha gone, the Blue Suns should be able to regain control of the district. Things can get back to normal.
Oh my god, that Turian is just in a state of shock.
Vorcha may be gone, but I still don't trust the Blue Suns. Not after what they did.
No, there's gonna be a reckoning. Right, we can end the mission. Level up! Yay! So we've hit level 8, we've got 2 points. We don't need to do the mission summary because we've done the mission. We got the counterfacts, which is so nice. Survival damage, which is cool. Increased Medigel. We now have Morden who can start to apply these upgrades, which is really nice. We got a decent amount of credits. Cerberus gave us 25,000, so we're building up a decent bank account again. We got some Ezo, some Palladium, some Platinum, some Iridium. We got all of them. Decent. I'd forgotten I've not played this.
Professor. It's an honor to have you on board.
Yes, very exciting. Cerberus working with aliens. Unexpected. Elusive man branching out, maybe? Not so human-centric.
You're very well informed.
Solarian government well-connected espionage experts had top-level clearance once, retired now. Still, hear things. Informed of name only, no knowledge of man behind it. Anti-alien reputation listed as problematic.
Don't kid yourself, Professor. Humans still come first in the elusive man's eyes. But this mission is too big for them to handle alone.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists out on the fringes of terminus
Still
space.
not with Cerberus.
Not simple abductions. Wouldn't need me for simple.
Entire colonies disappear without a trace. No distress signals are sent out. There are no signs of any kind of attack. There's virtually no evidence that anything unusual happened at all. Except that every man, woman, and child is gone.
Gas, maybe? No. Spreads too slow. Airborne virus? No.
You don't have to sit there and guess. We collected samples from one of the colonies. I'd like you to analyze them and figure out how the Collectors did this.
Yes, of course. Analyze the samples. Going to need a lab.
There is a fully equipped lab on the combat deck, Professor Solis. If you find anything lacking, please place a requisition order.
Who's that? Pilot? No. Synthesized voice. Simulated emotional inflections. Could it be? No. Maybe. Have to ask. Is that an AI?
This ship is equipped with an artificial intelligence.
An AI on board? Non-human crew members? Cerberus more desperate than I thought.
The Collectors have taken tens of thousands of colonists. We'll do whatever we have to do to find and stop them.
Yes, of course. Can't risk being captured like colonists need to identify, neutralize technology, need samples. Which way to the lab?
Follow me, Professor.
He's just constant. He's like bouncing around every option at the same time. He's so good. Right, let's go. So we've done a main mission. You know the drill. Let's go and have a chat with all of our friends. We've got loads of new stuff. Mr. Boring, how you doing? Oh, the Collector assault rifle. I remember that. That was quite nice.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Oh, you know the upgrades now as well. Cool.
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? Good deeds like pissing yourself in dark pants? One feeling, but no one notices. The whole thing was hushed.
I like that.
I'm good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the Collectors?
They spec'd this ship to the original Normandy, but you were there. The Collectors cut her like butter. This armor just isn't top of the line anymore. People will die if we don't upgrade. Alliance had some new toys in secret dev before I left. I could try and pull a few favors.
Nice. So, ship enhancements. We now have heavy armor. The Saurian-made Solaris armor upgrade is attached to the ship's superstructure. This will help the ship hold together if hit by a powerful blast. Powerful enough to penetrate its shields. I mean, absolutely. We haven't got a lot of palladium. We need these upgrades.
Let me know when you want that, Commander.
I will.
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
If Morden's modifications hold up, we've got a shot. If they don't, we're dead. Seems like that was always a strong possibility, though. Anything else, Commander?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
I don't think he's got anything for us.
Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track, and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific, or are you just checking in?
I like to know my crew. Forget procedure. Tell me about yourself.
Informal, huh? Everything's in my file. Ex-Alliance like you, no Reapers or anything, but I got swept under the rug too. The more good you do, the less they want to admit that something needed doing.
What was your proudest career moment?
Covered this, didn't we? It was after getting sidelined. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
You don't seem like a results-at-all-costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
You make no apologies for doing what you had to. I admire that.
I couldn't go back to the Alliance, not after the cover-up. They did the same to you. General public never knew you were dead or heard the real story of the Citadel. Did you know they used you on recruitment ads? You were the human ideal for like 6 months. Then they replaced you with a composite image they invented. Guess you didn't focus test right. You were actually the Alliance poster boy, and they still dumped you.
I don't like it, but I can see benefit in keeping some things from the public.
Maybe. And Cerberus isn't exactly transparent either. Where's an honest soldier go, Shepard?
Right here?
I guess so. Glad I'm not in your chair, though. Gonna be a rough ride. I should get back to work. Good talking to you, Shepard.
Maybe he's not as boring as I remember. Right, weapons. Still only 2. I thought we had a new shotgun. Zaid gets assault rifles. It's not really fair, is it? Private messages for you. Oh, there is. From Alliance Command. Commander, we got the data you sent. If this went public, it could do some serious damage to Cerberus' image. This intel will take years to decode, but just having it is a huge win for the Alliance. Well done, Shepard. Good luck on your mission. From Anderson. Chokwas, I've done some further investigation regarding your facial scarring, and the old adage of mind over matter holds true. Negative attributes and aggressive acts create adverse reactions with your cybernetic implants, whereas peaceful thoughts and compassionate actions promote healing. Which is, I think, true. If you maintain a positive outlook, I believe your facial scarring will heal on its own. Otherwise, there's a surgical equipment we can use to insulate your cybernetic implants and accelerate your healing regardless of your mental outlook. I've updated plans in the new medical equipment to your research terminal in the tech lab.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Already read them. Shut up. Right, let's have a little look, see what we've got. So research. And then upgrades. So upgrades improve squad members' powers, your weapons and your ship, making mission success likely. Acquire new upgrades by finding them on missions, purchasing them from stores, or researching them as a research terminal. So we do the research terminal, then we go into the upgrades to actually apply them. Weapon upgrades, we've got assault rifle damage. Yes, it needs doing, but if I can't use an assault rifle, I'm not doing it. Medigel for 2,500, we may as well. Yeah, we may as well. Is there more armor? So there's hidden ones as well. As you buy more and you max stuff out, you actually get other stuff, which is a nice little way of doing it. Ship stuff, med bay, that's a lot just for it to do my facial scarring, which, to be honest, I'm okay with at the minute. We'll do it at some point, but we'll do it when we've got loads of resources. Let's get the heavy armor done. Let's just do it now. It makes sense to get it done. We've got the stuff. It's a necessity for the mission. That's that one. So prototypes. We have Cerberus armor, which I'm never going to wear. And the armor stuff and the weapons are for everyone, but armor's just for me. I am very specific in what I wear, so I'm never going to do that. Cerberus assault rifle is nice, but not Cerberus. The collector assault rifle is nice, but I'm going to hold off for now. The collector armor, again, I'd never wear it. We'll do it just for completionist's sake. but I'm never gonna do it. Like, that's really nice. The Inferno armor is nice, but I'm never gonna wear it. We need one more heavy weapon upgrade to unlock. Right, so let's do that. So that increases our heavy weapon capacity. And then that's given us the missile launcher, which I don't mind. It's effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. So once we can pop those, we can just use our biotic powers. So we'll have that as well. I was going to do the Eviscerator shotgun just for Jacob, because this is an upgrade. So we'll have that as well. And like I say, we will do all of these as we go down the line, but at the minute we haven't got loads of resources. We have some, but we haven't got loads. So this tells us what we've already got. The hack module obviously was just done, but there will be some more Omni tool upgrades, which is cool. So upgrades is what we've already got installed. This is what we can install. Let's have a chat with Mordin.
Shepard, how can I help?
Is the lab working well for you?
Quite satisfactory. Found a few surveillance bugs. Destroyed most of them. Returned expensive one to Miranda. Nothing unexpected. Just need more samples. More collector data, tissue samples, anything you can get, I can use. Find new tech.
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the collectors?
Ideas, yes. Expensive, but possibly valuable. Can show you.
Oh, he wants a new Omni tool. So this is purely just for him, but he gets plus 20% tech power damage. It's only 3,000. I mean, absolutely. We need to kid out our main man. He's our biggest asset against the collectors right now.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Of course. Plague on Omega dealt with. Plenty of time to analyze collector intelligence. Impressive laboratory setup. Missed working for operations with a budget. AI in particular. Very helpful. Best setup I've seen since work with Special Tasks Group.
You said you were in the Special Tasks Group. What kind of research were you doing?
Not simply research. Several recon missions. Covert, high risk, served under a young captain named Kirahi. Studied Krogan genophage, took water, tissue samples from Krogan colonies.
I worked with an STG captain named Kirahi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Vermeer.
Heard he was part of that. Jury-rigged explosive. Always got job done with limited resources. Good captain. Bit of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line. Personally prefer to get job done and go home. Probably military bravado, jargon, chest pounding. No offense.
No offense taken.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Bioweapon designed by Solarian science team, deployed by Turians against Krogans to end Krogan rebellions more than 1,000 years ago. Affects every cell of Krogan body. Commonly and incorrectly considered a sterility plague. Actually adjusts viable fertility rates to compensate for high Krogan birth rate. Stabilizes to pre-industrial population growth levels.
Interesting.
Why would STG study the genophage?
Krogan rebellion's bloody, dangerous, nearly as bad as Rachni attacks. All species evolve, adapt, mutate. If genophage weakens, need to be prepared.
What was the STG preparing to do?
Military schematics for likely Krogan population growth, political scenarios for attack points. Genophage reduced Krogan numbers. Species aggression unchecked, population explosion would be disastrous. STG helped check Krogan rebellions, needed to be ready to do the same. Simple recon, nothing to worry about.
Fair enough.
Nice talking with you, Mordin.
Should get back to work. Need to study. So much data. Here if you need me.
I'm glad we got Mordin. I'm stuck in a door. God. I don't need to talk to Edie. These doors aren't like Star Trek. Jacob, shotgun, yes. Let's go talk to Zaid. He's this way, I think. Yeah. He has some interesting stories. He set up surveillance. Interesting. Interesting. I like that you can interact with some of his stuff.
Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago. Wasn't even a job. The guy just thought he'd hijack a freighter I was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. I goaded Kazak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept a helmet to remind me of that pained expression. Hey, don't touch. That rifle's older than you are. I call it Jesse. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle. Oh yeah, that's a model of the Verican. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planetside.
Yeah, that's fine. We're just polluting the atmosphere.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. I was trying to remember how many Cerberus operatives I've killed. Lost track around 50. Guess your elusive man's big on forgiveness. Get a knife stuck in the right way, and you can pull that plate right off a Krogan's head. It's the best way to get a Krogan to talk. The threat of it drives him mad.
He's a talkative guy.
I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Full of interesting stories. The problem with the DLC characters. No, that's not specifically true because Kasumi has quite a lot of dialogue. Zahid doesn't for some reason. He doesn't have as much. And I don't know why, because Zahid was, again, I think he was a day 1 character, whereas Kasumi came a bit later, so it might have just been a rush job. I don't know. But he's got his own missions and things. I just don't know why there isn't as much. Like, we were talking, or he was talking at us, we weren't talking with him, basically. Miranda. And then we've got our new visor to equip as well, haven't we?
Commander, what can I do for you?
No, we can get an upgrade from her, though.
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
Upgrades?
Have you got any ideas for potential upgrades we could make?
A few ideas, yeah. Here, take a look.
I'm going to do it, because anything to speed up the crap that is mineral scanning is good. But it's a waste of an upgrade. It shouldn't even be in the game. No, I'm not going to get started. Just take a breath. Don't get started. Don't let it wind you up. It's not worth it.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the elusive man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approved of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the Elusive Man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father? By Cerberus?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
It's an interesting way of looking at it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used.
We've
By your
already
father,
done this
by
one.
Cerberus.
Maybe. I like
You
to
are
know-
who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we
We
rebuilt
can
you.
skip that.
I'm great
We-
because of
I
it.
don't know why
Who
that was
exactly
the
is your
same
father?
conversation.
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
Anytime. We're making progress. She will be mine.
Did you hear? Another colony went missing. Ferris Fields.
Ferris Fields. Didn't Hadley have a brother stationed there?
Yeah, it's taking it pretty hard.
How may I help you, Commander?
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. Only thing missing. I even
Oh,
had a bottle of Ceres Ice.
I'll see you later,
Commander.
There's so much more you could do with it, and I thought we'd bought the bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy. We didn't go to the top bar on Omega, did we? So no, we didn't. I did that in the playthrough that went missing. Right, what we're gonna do... Captain's cabin, we're gonna apply our first armor mod. And you know what? We're gonna go smart casual, because we're gonna be heading to the Citadel at some point. There we go. The visor is a 10% damage increase to headshots. We haven't got anything else. And I like it. I don't know why. But I think this N7 visor is just pretty cool. So, for missions, that's what we have. And there's our helmet that I spent hours almost looking for. I say we head back to Omega, and we need to hunt down Archangel, don't we? And then we're going to the Citadel. Again, we've not left. We're still stationed there, so I don't know why we're getting this cutscene. It's always bugged me. It's a tiny minor thing. I'm not going to skip it because I I love this world. I love seeing the ship and everything. I don't know why it sounds like an F1 car either. That's another little, tiny little bug thing. But, so we already know that Archangel is under siege. And to get anywhere near them, we need to join up with the mercs, basically. Mordin is too much of a known quantity. Zaid would be great, so we're going to take Zaid. Concussive shot is like the soldier's version of throw. I could have gone soldier. At least I'd have had assault rifles. So we're definitely taking Zaid because he knows mercs and we can probably work our way in, hopefully. And I think we're going to take Jacob as well. Miranda stands out a little bit. So let's take Jacob, because nobody's going to look at him twice. Whereas Miranda, she catches the eye. I want warp, but I've been banging on about getting overload for so long. We're going to get overload. Oh, disruptor ammo could be fun. Rips through shields. That's nice. You haven't got anything. And weapon-wise, we've got nothing. Yeah, I'm fairly happy.
Judging by the quarantine reports, the plague has been completely eradicated, Shepard. Dr. Solis's assistant has been helping any patients with complications. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlight that may have information on him.
Then that's where we're going next. They've mentioned Gavon.
I heard a human went into the plague
Nice
zone,
rifle.
and I
It's a
found
sniper
out about
rifle,
a lot
but
of dead Vorcha down there. You know anything about this?
Dead Vorcha? No. Don't know anything about that.
Uh-huh. Right. Well, my job just got a whole lot easier.
What's your job here exactly?
I'm supposed to keep the Vorcha in line. Keep them out of Arya's sight. That's about it. Not much for me to do anymore. But the way those Vorcha breed, I'll have something to do soon enough.
Fair enough.
I'll just be going.
Keep up the good work.
He seems to enjoy his job a bit too much. Let's go buy this bottle of Ceres Ice brandy.
Come on, let me in.
You ain't getting past that guy. Let's be fair.
Ari's expecting me.
No, she isn't.
Annoyed. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside.